us first, right? But what I think the New Testament also teaches us is that God's grace is so powerful that it enables us to do works that are truly meritorious. Jesus says to the rich young man, he says, "What must I do to be saved?" And then, of course, Jesus tells him what he needs to do, and he walks away sad. And the apostles say, "Well, who then can be saved?" And Jesus says, "With God, all things are possible." So I actually believe grace is so powerful that it can render our works meritorious. Now, my non-Catholic Christian friends would have to say, well, God can do all things except that.
Yeah. God is the mostly all-powerful God.
Right, exactly.
Do you find, Dr. Barber, that Catholics are so committed to this idea of our helplessness in contributing much, if anything, to salvation, that we baptize babies?
Right.
Yeah. We'll baptize people in comas. We'll baptize profoundly handicapped people who may not have a brain stem, may not have any rudimentary math skills like me.
So here's the irony, right? That many non-Catholic Christians, and again, I'm always trying to be careful here because I have Protestant friends who would actually be very sympathetic to what I'm saying here about soteriology. But many non-Catholic Christians insist, no, you must believe. And that's why we reject infant baptism. You must believe. Right. Wait a minute. Now, you're telling me that I must do something. Doesn't that seem to go against the claim that you're making that we're saved by nothing that we do? That's all Christ. Mm-hmm. If it's all Christ, then why must I make this act of faith? Actually, infant baptism is a beautiful expression of our profound belief in the gratuity of salvation, where we baptize an infant and we recognize that that child doesn't of himself or herself do anything to earn salvation, right? So I think that's actually a very powerful image of the Catholic understanding of salvation, grace.
Yeah, I agree in full. Thanks for raising the issue, Jesse, in Bakersfield. It's 20 minutes after the hour. Let's go now to Folsom, California on KSMH. It's Michael. Hello, Michael. You're on the air.